Good morning, everybody. Monday morning update, and I have no idea where my phone is, so I don't know what day it is even today. It's uh, August 16th. I should have known. Sorry. Anyway, today is Monday afternoon update. Even though I said good morning, I thought about changing the clock and just telling you I was having trouble uploading it, but nah, it's been a long morning, so it'll be afternoon update. I was going to read something out of actually Ephesians chapter 5 and about the armor of God, which I'm also doing a sermon on. And then I got lost into this passage in Isaiah, which, if you don't know Isaiah, it's very hard to know what's going on in the New Testament almost ever. And so that's why I thought, well, maybe I should do this. And the one I'm looking at in Isaiah, in Ephesians, just so you know, it's the armor of God, but it's in addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. And so it's an imagery issue of like the Romans when they went into battle and had their great big shields protecting them. And then I look back in Isaiah, and this is where I got thrown off, and I had to do some looking. Everything that's being said, all these instruments of armor of God, are found in Isaiah in different ways. And so in Isaiah, there's this prophecy. A dire vision is shown to me. That's Isaiah. The traitor betrays, and the looter takes his loot. Elam attacks, Medea lays siege, and will bring an end to the groaning. And then near the end it says, they set a table, they spread a rug, they eat, they drink. Get up, you officers, and oil the shields. And when I saw that, oil the shields, I was like, why do you oil a shield? And so I had to do some research on that, obviously. And the oiling of the shield back then is best told in a story. So when I was about fifth grade, my dad bought me a brand new baseball mitt. And if any of you have ever got that brand new baseball mitt, you know that it's stiff as a board, and your hand, oh man, it's hard to close that glove. It's that stiff. And so when you have a glove that is that stiff, that ball will just come in and go before you can even close the mitt. It drops out. And so you always wanted to get your glove broke in or oiled. And so my dad, he had this old tractor oil. He had 50-gallon barrels. I mean, as far as the eye could see, it seemed like, lined up in the shed full of this oil. And he took this brand new glove. It looked so good. And he took this old dirty oil and I just lathered it on there. Just lathered the oil. And you could see it soaking in this glove that at one point was kind of a tan or a light brown even, just began to turn dark. It was really turning dark. I'm like, you ruined my glove. And he took the ball then and he stuck a ball in there and he banded it up and he laid it on the top of the tank and he said, leave it there for the night. And so we left it, and the next day we go out and it's dark as dark. It's dark. And but I take the rubber band off and I stick my hand in there and just begin to work it, and work it, and it's really smooth. And it's working really well, and he does it again. He oils the whole thing again. And we leave it again overnight, and then we go and we play catch, and we work it in. And by the time we get it broke in, that glove is so soft and so supple and just so receptive that you barely have to even, it just feels like this. It doesn't even feel like you're closing a glove. It's just like your hand moving like this. And it's just so soft. And the ball just comes in and just stays because, your hand just immediately just boom. And it's just so supple. And that's how a baseball glove should be. It's just that soft and that receptive to a throw. And a shield back in their day was leather. And so, of course, you oiled the shield for the same reason, to keep it supple and soft and not brittle and breakable. And, last thing you want is an arrow to be able to penetrate it. So if you keep it nice and soft and a little more resistant, it would stand up to what you need it to stand up to. Well, if you go all the way back again to Ephesians, and it doesn't say oil your shield of faith, it just says take up your shield of faith. But if you combine it with the Isaiah of oiling, it means in prayer you anoint yourself to pick this issue up in faith, and then you deal with the issues that come at you with this. And I just like that. I'm not going very far with that, as you can tell. I'm going to let you all deal with that on how we prepare to use that shield. And the preparation is as important as the actual time we use it in battle. It's just as important to have it prepared for battle, and we do that in prayer. Okay? All right, that was way too much, and I apologize for that. And it was one of those last minute things. Rebecca came in early, and actually I got lost on that, and then I had to figure more out about it. So sorry. That's what you call fresh in the mind. This week we have a worship committee meeting Tuesday at 6 in Fellowship Hall, and everybody is invited to that, and so we want you to come. And then in a couple Sundays, that's the 29th, we're going to have, the youth actually is going to have donuts in the morning for right after Sunday school, right beginning of Sunday school hour. And then they're going to play bingo and have ice cream right after church. So that's going to be awesome. I better watch my sugar that day, right? And so we're going to invite you on that day to come and participate in that. And you'll see it in the update. It'll be coming in the update, okay? And those are the two big things that are going right now. We're going to have our worship out in the Praise Garden for a couple more weeks, and we may go beyond that just because we need to see what COVID is going to do to us, and it may benefit us to stay with two services for a while rather than combine into one and then maybe have to do something different. So we're kind of playing it by ear on what's going on with that. But for right now, in the month of August, we're going to finish out in the garden, and then we'll have our late service. And the second week in September, we will have the gathering. And so we want you to sign up for that. And so as you see that sign-up sheet, if you're planning on coming, sign up, because we're going to cater it, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be very nice. But we need to kind of have a ballpark number on how many people are going to be there so everybody can eat. That's always important. So look for those sign-up sheets. OCC is kind of really kicking into gear already. I mean, it's hard to believe, but Christmas will be here before you know it. And so $9 if you want to sponsor a box. And during Children's Moment yesterday, we kind of, what are all those items that go in a box? And so we hope that you saw that. And if you want to purchase those items, if you didn't see that and you just want to know, call the office and we'll give you those items, what they are. And then you can join us in filling those boxes, and then $9 if you want to send those boxes. We invite you to continue to give your offering either online or in person. Either way is great. And we thank you for those gifts. And I'm trying to think, Bible study isn't going to start up again for me until that first week of September, so I don't think I'm going to talk about it today. But no, it's coming. And I hope you're enjoying your half hour of silence. If you're in the Bible study, you know what I mean when I say that. And we'll begin by talking about the half hour of silence when we meet in September, and then we'll go from there. And it's going to be busy because that last part of Revelation, we've only done 7 chapters basically, and now we have to do a lot bigger part of Revelation here in the same amount of time. No pressure. So with no pressure, I hope you all have a great week. God bless you real good, and I hope to see you Sunday. I really do.